enough to say, except we are gonna have a stellar month this month. We are gonna get started on this. Now, the first thing I want everyone to know is I like to start out with everybody downloading the Skin Analyzer app. So for those of you on Zoom, if you do not have the Skin Analyzer app, I would love it if you would do that. Download it because we're gonna actually use it before we get started. Your face does need to be cleaned, so I'm gonna talk about our first product right now, and that is our micellar water. I'm gonna be going in and out of the screen, unfortunately. And then we're also gonna pass around the oil-free eye makeup remover for those who have eye makeup on. So I'm gonna pass this around. That's our micellar. And the micellar is just a gentle and effective way of cleansing the skin like a pre-cleanse. It's made with purified water and low concentrations of a mild surfactant. The surfactants group together, forming tiny spheres called micelles. That's why it's called micellar water. And they love impurities and act like a magnet and attract the buildup of the day or night to the cotton pad and away from your skin. And when you use that prior to using a cleanser, it actually helps the cleanser do its job better because it doesn't have to fight through the makeup or the dirt or the grime and the oils. So if you do it first and you're using like our Volume Firm Foaming Cleanser, it's gonna go a little bit deeper and it's gonna do its magic better. I'm gonna pass these sheets around for everybody to look at. And then our next amazing product is our oil-free.
Yes, real quick, I forgot to do that.
Oh, yes. Well, I want them to get started on, because if they have to download the thing. So let me do this part first and then we will.
Perfect.
So our oil-free eye makeup remover, I believe we're still #1 in the country. We've had the #1 best-selling brand of oil-free eye makeup remover. I haven't seen anything for a while, but we, for like 20 years in a row, had it. So I don't know, I can't imagine anybody getting it better. But it's a dual phase system. We'll talk about it here in a minute, but for those of you who aren't familiar with it, I don't know if you can see, it looks like oil and water. And see how there's, it looks like there's some right here that's on the bottom and then some that's here on the top, and I'm gonna pass it around. You always wanna shake it to wake it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass that around. You should have some cotton pads. Go ahead and take, yeah, take it, whatever you need back there.
I already used that, so, and then do I use it now?
For your eye makeup, if you have eye makeup on. The top phase removes waterproof eye makeup and the bottom phase removes non-waterproof eye makeup. You want to shake it to wake it, like I said, and this two-phase product gently removes even the most stubborn waterproof and water-resistant makeup without tugging, clogging, or yeah, sorry, not clogging, pulling or tug. Okay, I'm going to read it. So I'm rubbing, pulling, or tugging.
There you go.
And so I'll pass this around for everybody. I do use these consultants who are on Zoom. I use the fact sheets from the company, and I will be giving you a little closer shot of the ones that I have in my notebook. And I pass those around so whoever's doing it can see what the company's claims are. All right, does everybody have their skin clean now, just pre-cleansed? Okay. All right, so the thing about the Skin Analyzer app is that I want you to analyze your face before we do this Hydra-Session, and then I want you to do it after we're done. So we're gonna compare the two. Something to note, when you get to the part where you do the photograph and look at your picture in the screen on the Skin Analyzer app, it's gonna show you little triangulated areas that are maybe dry or have texture issues. The program actually gives you recommendations, and then there's little like bars that give you levels of really bad or really good. Okay, and that bar will move as when we get done. You'll see where the improvement has come from one treatment of all these products. One thing to note though is when you see your picture, like when you snap your picture on there, screenshot it because you won't be able to go back and see that again, and then screenshot that bar and share. You can do a share with the results to your consultant so that she knows where you started at before we did the Hydra-Session. Any questions? I don't know if you guys are muted out on your own or if Denise muted you, but no. Okay, so if anybody has questions, I want you to go ahead and ask. I don't want to preclude you guys just because you're on Zoom. Any questions in the room? All right, who's got their pictures done? And then we are going to introduce the guests too. So, okay. All right. And you do have to have good light and a steady hand. If you have a partner next to you that wants to take it with the camera facing forward, it's a little easier than doing the reverse camera. So we'll give you a minute to do that. And this does take a little bit of time to do all these steps tonight, but the Hydra-Session is geared towards deep exfoliation, but it's gentle and you don't have the downtime. If you were gonna go do a hydrofacial at a salon or spa, you have some downtime. And this is something that can be done once every couple of months, no more than once a month. But I recommend once every couple of months, depending on your skin and your needs. Okay, that's just kind of an average. Okay.
When do you want us to go get those?
Not quite yet, because we haven't even gotten there yet. However, I want to introduce the guests too.
Okay. How many of these?
Cleanser. We're gonna combine the cleanser and the micro D.
Okay.
So we're gonna do those together.
Okay.
Charcoal mask and peel. So 3.
And I have the charcoal mask.
For some reason, I keep thinking it's 4, but
Great. So I'll do a couple for each guest. Elizabeth, are you doing it as well? Are you doing this on your face? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you doing that? So 7. Okay.
perfect. So we're pre-moistening our disposable facial cloths right now while we're getting this first part out of the way.
Closer.
Yeah, it'll tell you on the screen too. Move closer, light needs to be brighter, or
Circle, you want to be completely filled into the circle, so move your
yeah.
phone closer to
So
you.
the oval needs to go right around your
There you
face,
go. It turns, here you go.
and then it automatically takes. You don't have to take it.
Yeah.
It does it for you.
Once you get within the right spot, you might.
Yeah,
take it.
here. You'll be amazed.
Yeah.
For those of you on Zoom, you're gonna be amazed if you have not done this before. It's kind of crazy what you'll see.
Back on. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
See if you can get it.
Yeah, so reverse your camera and have Christina.
Okay.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, make sure you screenshot the photo if you want to keep that, like of your face.
Not yet.
Because we have to start over once we're all done and do a new one. So then share your results with your consultants, or you can screenshot them for yourself if you'd like as well. It's gonna get the recommendations that the app gives you. Okay, when you're done, raise your hand, so I know where we're at. Okay. Hi, guys. Ladies, is everybody done with the app and doing the, yes? Okay. Let's see, Sharon, you're good. I don't see anyone else, so I think we're good. We just have one more. So when I do my Hydra sessions, I actually send out an email to pre-profile everybody with a Google Doc. And I include in there a picture of the Skin Analyzer app to them, asking them to download it prior to this to save time. And that way they get it done. And if they do that and send the results to me, that's how I know they did it. Then they get 5 extra tickets because I do a drawing during my Hydra session. Ticket for doing it before the party so that we don't have to do that right now. But with what we're doing tonight, I just I dropped a ball and wasn't sure who all had guests coming. And so we're almost done. Thanks for your patience. Yes. Did it work?
I have the lines of
Okay, perfect.
this, but but the picture that I took.
Well, you can go back into, open it up, it's still
Okay,
there.
so, yep, okay, now the products are there.
Okay, so share them with Elizabeth, so she has.
You're gonna do that to them.
All right. Everybody good?
Contact issues.
Okay, better? So you get a little too much oil for your eye makeup remover on
I
there?
know, I was rubbing it.
Oh,
Yeah,
got irritated.
it's dry.
Okay, all right.
They're really hot.
Moisture if we needed, moisten everybody. I know it's like herding cats.
I think that's.
Oh, nice. Okay, so everybody's done now, I do believe. We need to keep moving, ladies, because this whole process takes over an hour. And I want to make sure that we get you all out of here before, you know, sunrise, okay? So
Yeah.
everybody online is at least Pacific time. I think
Oh,
it's
yeah,
usually
they're
early.
earlier.
They're earlier, so it's a little easier. All right, so first thing we want to talk about is, we're gonna jump right in. Okay. So we're gonna do something that normally I don't split up when I'm doing a Hydra session, but in the essence of time, you can do this. So we're gonna mix the first two products together. The first product is our Time Wise Voluform Foaming Cleanser, which should be in your tray. I want you to put it in the palm of your hand and then add your microderm, which is in the second pocket. All right, so your repairing cleanser contains skin volumizing peptides that stimulate production of our tissue matrix, including hyaluronic acid and collagen. And then our exfoliation is microdermabrasion. It is alumina oxide crystals, and we're going to blend it with the cleanser just to save time. And if you need some extra water, I do have a squirt bottle. I'm going to have, because it's kind of sticky when you start putting it on your face. You want to have a little. You don't want to have some the friction. Yeah, you want it to foam up a little bit too. Oh yeah. There we go. Denise, would you give everybody a squirt? Denise, someone. Thank you. So I use just a water bottle that I bring. And I have them put everything in the palm of their hand. So cleanser and microderm and the alumina oxide crystals all in your hand. You're going to blend them together just because we're trying to save time tonight. All right. So here are the two sheets too, which I'm going to pass around. I love our cleanser because it gently sweeps away the complexion dulling impurities as it leaves your skin feeling revitalized and hydrated. And then the first step in the exfoliation product is using the Refine. It removes the dead surface cells. It reduces the appearance of fine lines. It gently refines your skin's texture and it helps to get rid of the buildup in your pores. So you're going to determine the amount of polishing you do with it when you're actually using your fingers. So I'm going to pass these to you, and then as you get through, pass them on. Okay. So go ahead and smooth those off. With the washcloth that you have. And if you get carried away, your face might turn red. So don't go too crazy. Okay. Some of us just kind of turn red when.
Mine was when I took my makeup off.
Okay, yeah, just from then. Yeah. Okay, how are you ladies doing?
Okay,
Get it all washed off?
I'm not doing it.
You're just watching? Okay. Hi, Sharon.
Hi.
Is that your girl from Pennsylvania, Sarah?
Sharon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
she's
that's right.
watching.
Yeah.
It's Sherry Callahan, right? It's really small with my eyes. I can't tell. Is that right, Sherry Callahan?
Share, where is it? It's Sharon, Sharon, Sharon Callahan.
Sharon Callahan. Okay, I thought I saw Sherry over there somewhere. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I did this with Nancy a couple months ago, so I'm just watching to get information from you.
Okay, perfect. Well,
Yeah.
feel free to, jump in and say, hey, I have a question in case I'm ignoring you.
Yeah, no, exactly. What cleanser did you use? Did you use the Voluform cleanser?
Yes, the
Okay,
Time Wise Repair Voluform Foaming Cleanser.
okay.
And I forgot to show you on the screen too. So Christina, when you're done, let me have that one back. I'm going to show them on the screen in case they have questions. Or Denise, do you want to grab it when she's done looking at it? Okay. All right, everybody got your face cleaned off now? Okay, well, hurry. We're moving on without you. Okay, so that's the cleanser. And that is what the fact sheets look like that you can go to the document library in InTouch and download and print. I just put them in page protectors, and I actually use a that I have created a three binder, and in it she's a consultant. She's a guest. everybody,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
I keep the placemats and everything in page protectors, and I just have it all in one notebook, so I can take it with me and
Are
it's easy
customers
to go.
able to see any of that on their end, if they're on the website, are they able to see any of the product specs? Yeah. Okay. So
Okay,
customers
and
can
is
see
this
that.
this fact sheet? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so for those of you want to, I know there's a section in there, yeah.
Down, and so it'll have like ingredients, reasons to use it. Like, it's like the same sections on there, but it's more.
More like what's on the front page. Okay, so the question was, will customers be able to go and find the fact sheets? And if you go to your consultant's website and click on the exact product, there is information like the fact sheet there for you. All right, moving right along, the next thing we're gonna do in our exfoliation process is the charcoal mask. So it is the next step in the Hydra-Session. And we have an amazing mask applicator as well, which makes it a little bit easier when you're using the charcoal mask. I've been doing skin cycling for many, many years now. I use these 3 products and more, and the peel. I actually have been cycling my skin, gosh, since we came out with all of them. So I use the Time Wise Repair, skincare system on a daily basis, morning and night. And then I do the peel, which we're gonna be doing a little bit later here, on Mondays. And then on Wednesdays, I do the microdermabrasion in the shower. Polish away the dead skin because the peel is a chemical peel, so it's a chemical exfoliator. The microderm that we did just a moment ago is an actual physical exfoliator, so it buffs away the dead skin on the surface. And then the charcoal mask, which we're doing now, is something that actually declogs pores. It's like a magnet. It pulls things out from up to 2 layers deep in your skin. And it smells like rosemary and mint. It is ugly to look at on your face because it's black. It's Halloween. However, it is fun. I saw your post on, did you? Yes. It also has honeysuckle in it, navy bean extract, which is a brightener. It has kaolin and bentonite clay, which are skin purifiers, and the activated charcoal holds up to twice as weight in dirt, oil, and impurities. It pulls it like a magnet out of your pores. So 3 different types of exfoliants. I use this one on Friday. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I alternate these products. Yeah. We'll leave the names so nobody will be incriminated.
I get breakups down here because I have PCOS, so like with my.
So one of the great things.
That was perfect pose.
One of the great things about this charcoal mask is it also soothes the skin because of the ingredients that are in there. And this is the one that has the charcoal mask on it. They seem so blurry when I'm looking at them. I guess I get too close. And then for the consultants that are watching, I actually highlight the few things that I talk about on the backside. And I know I have a black fingernail. I smashed it. It's growing out. That was it.
I
Leadership
remember
conference in
that.
January. Closed the bathroom door on it. I was trying to go to the bathroom. It's growing out though. I should just put polish on, but I'm so not into colored polish on my nail. Okay, so while the mask is drying, I am gonna set my timer. We're gonna be leaving that on for 10 minutes. And normally you're gonna be leaving it on 20 to 30 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Faster and not letting it sit as long. All right, so I have my timer. I want to share because the company is doing such a great thing this month with our promotion of having the starter kit on sale, the e-start, and giving us the opportunity to help other women start a business. I thought I'd just share some of the reasons why I joined. And when I started my Mary Kay business, I was a single mom. I lived in low-income housing. I was working 3 part-time jobs, and I was going to school full-time, pulling a 21 credit load every semester. So I had very little time. I grew up without wearing makeup. I used Ivory soap at that point on my face. And I did wear mascara, but it was waterproof and I never took it off at night. I just put more on in the morning. So if you're getting a mental image, I didn't own a dress. I didn't have pierced ears. I wore boots and jeans. I was a complete tomboy. I thank goodness for Mary Kay walking into my life and helping me to become a confident woman. But I did need money, and I had fallen in love with the products and decided that I needed something to add income into my life because I was getting like 2 to 3 hours of sleep at night and I had 3 part-time jobs. So I took the opportunity and ran with it. And I told my recruiter that I was going to quit in a year because I would graduate and have my degree and I was going to work in corporate America. And I did get my degree and I did go to work in corporate America, but after 6 months decided that my priorities were all messed up. I was working 12-hour shifts. I'd get up and go to work, kids were asleep. I'd come home, the kids were asleep. I felt like my life was not what it should be. So I needed more money. And that's why I joined. And that's the reason why many women join. But whether it's you need a little extra cash for, an upcoming trip or a bill that you have that came up. The nice thing about Mary Kay is that you are able to get a little extra cash, just as you saw earlier from our weekly accomplishment sheets that got turned in and recognizing the sales that our consultants had. And many times it's super quick, 5-minute phone call, drop it off, pop it in the mail, or they order from my website. So very little time involved, but very good money. So that's why I joined. Some women come for the recognition. Now, Miss Kelly loves to be up here and get her prizes, and that's her personality. I did not like that when I came into Mary Kay, but some women need recognition because that's what they're missing in their life. And we recognize on a weekly basis, a monthly basis, a quarterly basis, and an annual basis with prizes, everything from jewelry to electronics to just fun prizes to trips, you name it. I'd be here all night if I tried to tell you everything I've ever won or gotten in Mary Kay. Some women are really motivated by that and they want that. It wasn't my thing, but I found out I do like recognition after I started getting it. I just had never gotten any positive recognition. Some women come in because, their self-esteem isn't where they want it to be. Now, I would have never in a million years admitted that I needed to work on my self-esteem when I came in because I was very confident and competitive because I grew up in a very male-dominated world and I worked in a male-dominated field as an electronics engineer. So I worked with all men. So I was very confident about what I did and competitive. But when it came to being with other women, pretty ladies who wore dresses, who were feminine, I was not confident at all. That has been one of the most amazing things that I've gotten is that self-esteem, that personal growth, that becoming a confident woman. You can take all the prizes away and all the money that I've earned, the cars I've earned, all the things I've done, but you cannot take away, how I've grown inside from just being a part of this company. And some women join because this is such a great environment for that to happen. It's a safe environment to grow, and we are very supportive in everything that we do with our customers and our lives. I became a more positive person by being in Mary Kay. I like me way better now than I did back then. Some women come in for the cars. How many of you have heard about the pink Cadillacs, right? They still do give those away. We earn them. They don't actually give them away, but we earn them. We get to drive those for 2 years. And sometimes, I know when I joined, I was driving an old Subaru Beater that clipped and leaked oil and had Bondo that was broken, that was falling off. It had a cracked windshield. The tires were bald. I mean, it was like I needed a new car. And I didn't come in necessarily for getting the new car, but that's something that is a perk. And I've earned over 5 cars in Mary Kay. And I absolutely, can't even tell you how cool it is to walk into the dealership and just sign your name on the dotted line. The company pays for 80% of the tax, title tags, the insurance. They cover all of the payments and you get to drive that for free for 2 years. So pretty cool. If you don't want the car, you can take the cash. I've done that too. The other reason why a lot of women come into Mary Kay is that they want to, be able to advance. I know when I was in my degree earned, career, I was not going to ever make more money or move ahead unless I went back to school. So many people are in a position where they aren't going to get ahead. They've hit the glass ceiling. And some women want the ability to advance at their own pace. And when they're ready, instead of when, someone retires or dies or you get more education. In Mary Kay, you get to choose, just like Miss Kelly is doing right now, and Rebecca and Heidi. There's many of you that are moving up, Sandy too, who'll be watching this later. Everyone who wants to move up in Mary Kay has that opportunity just by making the decision. And those of us who are directors, I want to give my job away. I want my consultants to say, I want your job. And because I get to keep mine too. So that's one other reason why women come into Mary Kay. Mine was being my own boss. I did not like people telling me what to do. And I wanted to be in charge of my schedule, and I wanted to be the one making the shots, and, you know, knowing that my life was in my hands and not someone else's and not a corporation. One other last fast, fun little fact is that there's freedom and flexibility with this business that I cherish so much. Just checking my time here. I've got 3 minutes left. I help take care of my brother and my uncle, and I'm their POA, and they have doctor's appointments and they have things that they need me there for. And I have the freedom and flexibility in my life to take my uncle to his dentist appointments and go take my brother to his doctor's appointments and check in with them and do what I need to do. And spend time with family when I want to, and work when I want to, and set my own hours. And that's one of the reasons why Mary Kay was appealing to me, because I got to be my own boss. Anything else that you ladies, that Heidi, Denise, that you can think of that I missed?
Being your own
Reasons?
boss, tax advantages.
Oh, thank
Big.
you. I knew there was something. There's that. So maybe you have kids and you get that earned income credit. And maybe your kids are gone now and you don't, and you want to get more of what you make, be able to keep more of what you make if you have another job. Well, the tax advantages are very, very kind to those of us who have a business in our home. Excuse me, I'm getting hoarse. Uncle Sam is very good to us. We write off many of the things that you pay for anyway, like cell phone bills. You know, I get to write off a portion of, you know, the portion of my house that I do my business out of against my interest on my mortgage. I have a housekeeper, my lawn care, my utilities, my mileage for just coming here tonight. I get to write that mileage off, and it's, what is it now, 45.5 cents a
Oh,
mile?
it's like 73 or it's high.
Did it
now.
jump back up? Okay, I have an
It changes every year.
Yay! Well, yeah, it does change every year. So like 70 some odd cents a mile just for going and doing your business, right? We get quite a few perks. And maybe you're married and maybe your spouse makes a lot of money and you need a tax write-off. So another way to get one is by having a business in your home. So I'm not an accountant, I'm not a tax advisor, but I can tell you that I have saved a lot throughout the years, and kept more in my pocket instead of Uncle Sam's pocket. What else have I forgotten? Anything?
Talk about sisterhood.
Oh, and the sisterhood. Oh, just like the self-esteem and the personal growth that I've gotten, you can't put a price on that sisterhood that I've gotten. Now, I will be honest, when I first came into Mary Kay, I didn't like women. I grew up in a very male-dominated world. Women were catty. My experience with them was not pleasant, and I just didn't plain like most women at all. I had like one friend, and you know, she was married with kids, so it was not like she was even my age. She was older. I have the best relationships with women. The tribe of women that I have in my life now have enriched my life so much. I can't even imagine what my life would be like without the Mary Kay women that I've met. And then my customers. I become friends with my customers as well because I keep them. And I've had some customers for over 30 years who have, you know, some of them stay and then they go try something else and they always come back because you can pay more, but you can't buy better when it comes to Mary Kay. I will say that. And one of the things that really appealed to me was our company has a cause. We have the Mary Kay Ash Foundation, which helps to get the word out about ending domestic violence and finding cures that affect women in cancers. We've donated, what was it, 150 million now? $150 million. We've donated to the Arbor Foundation and planted trees, and we've done all kinds of things to give back to the community. And the state of Idaho, all the shelters here have actually gotten grants. So you want to take your wet washcloth now, and you're going to lay it on your face to soften the mask so that you don't have to rub excessively. Just lay it on your face and let it sit there for a moment and press it into your skin. So if you're laying your washcloth on your face, just kind of press it, press it, press it.
This is my favorite. It's not a picture.
I know.
I do without doing it that way.
Heidi just said this is her favorite time to snap pictures of people when they're doing this before they even know it. It is fun.
I always ask later if I can share it, but.
Make my face that you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little like that, like relaxing massage music.
Yeah, spa music. Usually I have us start with taking 3 deep cleansing for us, and I do a little exercise with you, but again, in the instance of time tonight, I decided to.
You're gonna say free value.
No, no value, no value. Lana always brings a life to the party. One of our customers is making jokes over here. That's okay, no need to apologize.
Pedicure night? Pardon me? Were you here when we did that pedicure night?
Balloon blast.
Oh, you
Yeah,
were
we
here
did,
for
yeah.
something. I remember
it was
you.
balloon blast.
I remember you.
Yeah.
Now that you're being
loud and obnoxious. I remember you now.
Yeah, you were fun.
All right.
Rebecca sent pictures of her girls doing it.
Okay, good. I got the thumbs up from her. Okay, we're still wiping away over here. A couple of things I want to talk about too while you're continuing to get that charcoal mask off your face. It does come off easier in the shower. If you put it on and jump in the shower, it does come off easier. So just so you know. Mary Kay has products that are guaranteed 100%. So if you're not satisfied with a product, we simply return it to the company. Well, not literally. We just fill out a form and send that form in, and then the company sends us a new one. So that's something also very good to know. And one of the other things that impressed me about Mary Kay in the front end was that all of our products came in boxes that were from recycled cardboard. And this was in 1990. So it was before recycling was popular. We were green before green was popular. And we've always said it's pink doing green. All right, how
Sarah
does your
came
skin feel?
over, we did the packing peanuts together in the washer site, so I could show that they were dissolvable.
Yes, so the packing peanuts are a cornstarch or potato starch or some kind of a starch. So they dissolve in water, so all the packing peanuts are dissolvable. So they don't fill a landfill and they don't, end up where they shouldn't. So they're not really styrofoam.
And Mary Kay's manufacturing plant, zero lead, it's lead certified, so zero landfill.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So that is a really hard designation to
Yes,
get.
yes.
It costs a lot to do what they do, but they don't put anything in the landfill. They reuse, repurpose, and recycle everything at our manufacturing plant and corporate headquarters. So that's also something that's pretty impressive. People who work in corporate America, big wigs who understand what LEED certified means, when I mentioned it, they're like, you guys are LEED certified? The other thing I want to mention while you guys are all finishing up, ladies, is that we are a debt-free company. We're a multi-billion-dollar international company in over 37 countries, and we are debt-free because our leader, Mary Kay, who started this company, had a very wise son, and she did everything from the heart. So are we ready to move on to the next? And we're thank you. I knew I was forgetting something.
That's okay.
We're number one. Thanks for adding. We've been number one now for 2 consecutive years. Number one in direct sales in color and cosmetics and skincare, both in the world, the whole world. We were in the country for a long time, but now we're number one in the world. And Euromonitor is the company that actually does that. Not survey, what is it? Designation?
Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty cool. All right, moving right along, we are going to move into our lip area. So our lips are different than the skin on the rest of our face. It's more like a membrane. And in your little tray here, there's a pocket at the top right that says sugar scrub. If you can't read it, it's the one to the left and the one to the right. So there's 2 together. You're going to start scrubbing a little bit of that sugar scrub on your lip. It's shea infused. And if it gets in your mouth, it's just sugar. We're not going to wipe it off yet. We're just going to leave it.
Don't count in it.
Yep, the carbs don't count.
Yeah, the carbs don't count.
No calories. They do. It smells like Fruit Loops too. It does. And this is a product that you can actually do more often than, like in the past, we had one that it was like once or twice a week. This you can actually do every single day as needed because of the shea that's involved in it. And I think it by itself makes my lips feel so much better. So we're going to leave that on for the moment. This revitalizing lip scrub experience exfoliates with natural sugar crystals to gently polish lips to perfection. And then we're going to move on to our next product, which is the peel. And this one I'm going to talk about too.
Oh, sure.
You.
People's faces are already glowing.
I know. Isn't it amazing what a little exfoliating will do? Your face isn't red anymore, Sarah. You know why? That charcoal mask actually helps with rosacea. So I'm super red when I like, you can touch me and I'll start turning red.
Yeah.
And when I do the charcoal mask on Fridays, it's amazing how my face just looks so much clearer after I'm done. And I have an actual photo on my phone of someone who had rosacea and she did before and after shots. And you can see the difference and I have rosacea as well. There's many different varieties, and this is gentle enough to use on that, but it calms the skin. It has the navy bean extract and the honeysuckle, this skin brightening, and it just soothes and calms the skin. Okay, so now we're doing the chemical peel. Thank you. And you can get significantly smoother looking skin in 2 weeks when you're using this by itself with your skincare routine. Again, we're adding different products in here and we're doing it in a specific order so that everything can work together and work as it's supposed to. So you're going to take that peel and you're going to apply it all over your face. Just be careful, don't go too close to the lips and too close to the eyes. So you're going to put it on your forehead, your nose, your cheeks, your chin. When I'm doing it at home, I also do my throat, but you probably don't have enough on your tray for that. And if you pat it on versus smoothing it on, you'll notice it'll start tingling quicker. And you may feel tingle or you may not. It should not burn. If it burns, please let me know. And if it does, we're going to take it off right away. And we're going to put on some of the second step of our microdermabrasion to calm the skin down. So consultants, there's your tip. I had someone in a Hydra-Session last month who had gone and had a Hydra-Facial done in the spa, spent $300 having it done, and that she had had it done the week before she came to this one. So she said, she didn't tell me that. I did not know. Good to ask. And she was impressed by the products. She did them on her hand. So we stopped midstream when she started burning and calmed her skin down immediately with the second step of the microderm and did the rest on her hand so she could feel it.
Should this look a little white? Kind of white, or should it be clear?
It looks clear
Oh,
from
yeah,
here.
a little white right
Well,
up
it
in your
has some
mouth.
white where it's thicker. I just don't know how thin the thick is.
Till it's wet. So the question was how thick to apply it. And basically you just want to feel the wetness on your skin. So more is not necessarily better because with the glycolic acid, once it's done, it's magic, it's done. It kind of times out itself. Okay? It doesn't continue to like keep burning. It's not like sulfuric acid. The glycolic acid goes to work immediately. It removes your dead skin cells from the top surface layer. This exfoliating ingredient also works on the remaining surface layers, breaking apart the bonds connecting thousands of other dead cells so they can be released and plumper, fresher cells, excuse me, can take their place. By increasing the rate at which your skin dulling cells, dead cells on multiple layers are eliminated. Let me say that again. Breaks apart the bonds connecting thousands of other dead cells so they can be released and plumper, and fresh cells can take their place. By increasing the rate at which skin dulling dead cells on multiple surface layers are eliminated, the power of the glycolic acid enhances your skin's own natural renewal process for a rejuvenated look. Whole lot of big words. Basically, that glycolic acid is having a conversation with your cells and the compound that is in between the cells. So there's collagen in there. It breaks down the bonds that hang on to the dead cells and it has a little conversation and says, let them go. They need to leave. Okay, so it breaks them apart faster to reveal younger looking skin. And I'll go ahead and pass this out. Now I'm going to set the
use this.
How often do you use this? So I do this mask in skin cycling. And so I do it once a week, but it can be used as long as it's not used every day consecutively. Every other day is acceptable. So your skin will tell you if it starts to hurt. We don't want downtime, right? Who wants to be like, okay, go out, my face is all red. So if you use it 3 times a week and it's too much for your skin's telling you just twice a week. But you'll notice that it does slow down. Does anybody have tingling?
Oh, yeah.
Tingling? Okay, good. It's doing it what it's supposed to do.
Would you wouldn't typically use this if you were doing microdermabrasion or charcoal mask at home, would you?
That's a great question. So her question was, you wouldn't necessarily do this if you were also doing microderm or charcoal mask at home. That is why I skin cycle. As long as exfoliating products are done alternatingly, so not on consecutive days, That's why I choose Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So Monday's my peel, Wednesday is my micro D, and Friday is my charcoal mask, because I'm peeling and I'm having that conversation with my cells on Monday, telling the cells to, diet, get off, get off. Then Wednesday, I'm getting a little flaky, so the microderm is a physical exfoliant. It polishes away the dead skin, get rid of that. And then by Friday, it's the end of the week. I need to pull some stuff out of my pores. I need to get some deep stuff going on. Pull all that yucky stuff from the week out. I also do our retinol product, our Clinical Solutions Dermacosmetic Retinol, and I do that on Tuesday nights and Thursday nights. So I totally skin cycle all of our products because I like what they do. I am going to turn this over to Denise. She is going to, and I'm going to pass this out too while you're doing that to the guests.
You want them to take their sugar scrub off?
Nope,
first?
nope. I've got my timer going right now.
How long do you typically leave this?
So this one, we're only going to leave on for about 6 minutes tonight. And normally you leave it on about 10 to 15. Okay, Denise.
Or 20 or an
Or
hour.
20, well, it stops working, so
So then what do you want me to do?
just answer
See if
some
anybody has
questions.
questions.
The one that we can
Yep,
leave
I'm
on.
gonna have them do this. You wanna do that?
Let you.
I'll pass them out.
I need
Oh,
April's
okay.
brain on all the products.
What am I going to do?
Just
Talking about it.
Yeah, talking about, like at the bottom, where we have this question about what their interest level is.
Okay.
And so if they don't wanna do this part right now, but now's a good time, cause they're.
So while
Okay.
your facial peel is drying, we always, every time we get together in a group, we always like to share a little bit about, why we love Mary Kay. I've been in Mary Kay for 36 years. April's been in for probably 35 of 34 years. Many of the people in our unit have been in Mary Kay a really long time. Going through lots of different phases of life, teenagers, babies, divorce, unfortunately, remarriage, all the things that have gone on in the economy and the crashes and the wars and all of that. It's the one constant in my life has been Mary Kay. April was talking about the car program. It is actually an avenue of income, because if you don't want the car, and I had 16 pink Cadillacs and a BMW and another, what else? I had a pink Grand Prix and a Grand Am. In one year, our unit earned 3 cars. So Mary Kay gives you that car. They pay the lease payment, 85% of your insurance. They pay your registration. They even paid our oil changes because they know how we are as women. Especially the Cadillac ones, they're a little bit more expensive. So if you pop a tire, you're on your own. Everything else is covered. So all of those things that we talk about, the prizes, the rings, the trips, the cistern, everybody, gets into Mary Kay for different reasons, and different reasons are why we stay in Mary Kay. So for me, it's been all over the map, and you never know, it may not be something that interests you, but maybe you can be a talent scout for your consultant. Maybe somebody that's looking for extra income. Last year, I remember there was a statistic that we would need 25% more income. You know how the dollar store is now $1.25, because of inflation after COVID, post-COVID. And so more and more people are looking for a side hustle. And Mary Kay I was actually trained by her. I actually got to be in her space quite a lot because I started so long ago, and she was still very involved in the company. And she was such a visionary. She knew what women needed then in the 60s when she started the company and what women need today. And for myself and some of you, really maybe just joined because we love the product. We weren't planning on doing anything with the business. We have a saying that you get into Mary Kay and then it gets into you. And going to the conferences like the one that we're about to go to in a couple of weeks, that was pretty much kind of the game changer for me. I saw so many women, all shapes, sizes, age, backgrounds, levels of education, and many that said they've never ever thought they would do something like this. And some people joined because it's just the fun, the camaraderie. April shared her story, which is an incredible story. And I have known April during that time and watch her just blossom into this beautiful, radiant, strong leader. She's always been confident, but to be able to really embrace that divine feminine energy, it's just been really amazing. So we're all kind of different. We're all in different places. Different things appeal to us. But after hearing a little bit about what April shared, does anybody have any questions about just the business and how the marketing plan works? Or, if you were ever to consider something like this, what you would need to know? We already kind of gave it away at the beginning of our meeting that the starter kit's on sale. People can literally join for $20 and then decide to get a pro kit if you want to after that, a pro start kit to be able to go out and do faces. So, does anybody have any questions or anything that they would like to know? Because we have some new people in here too. Okay, well, April handed out this beautiful opinion poll, and she'll have you fill this down at the end when you get done with the Hydra-Session. But we are always looking for people to join our team and to come play makeup with us. I forgot to say this at the beginning, but I have to say it. I still get excited about having a new team member, having a new unit member, or having a facial. And I met a gal at a fundraiser last week, and one of my friends, actually, that I taught how to do makeup a long time ago when she was running in the Miss Idaho pageant, brought her. And she goes, I need somebody to teach me makeup, literally at this table at this fundraiser. And Lori goes, talk to Denise. She taught me how to wear makeup. I was a tomboy. I was a horse girl. So she got together and she needed it by Tuesday. And I was so busy and I just needed a down day on Sunday, but I had committed to her. Came down here and it was $567 facial. And of course I talked to her about the business. She may be joining us. She's the head of the real estate commission. Like, you just never know. Like, sometimes I was married to a surgeon for a lot of years. So doctors' wives would go, I don't know how to wear makeup. Like, my mom never taught me how to wear makeup. Like, we just presume and sometimes prejudge what we think people want and need. And so if it's not the product, maybe it's the fun, maybe it's the recognition, maybe it's the sisterhood. Mary Kay used to say, everyone should just try it for a year. If you don't want to do it, just don't order for a year and you're out. But at the bottom here, it's circle A, B, or C to let your consultant know your level of interest in hearing a little bit more about the business. And if it's not something for you, that's fine. Maybe you can pass it on to somebody that might have an interest or is looking for, more extra income or sisterhood. Because there are a lot of people that are retiring too, that are not ready to retire financially. So I see us attracting that. We have a lot of girls that are coming out of high school. They don't necessarily want to go to college. They don't really know what they want to do. I know Shelby's kind of shared that with me. She's barely 18. She's still in high school and just joined Rebecca's team. So, don't prejudge anybody. Just ask and just have fun with this. This is fun. So I'll leave it at that. I'm going to bring April back up.
We need to get what costs for everybody.
Yeah, I didn't know if you had.
There should be 2 at each.
Okay, so you have one.
Does anybody need another one?
Yeah, there should be some extra.
Okay, it's time to take. You need one?
Yeah,
I use both. Okay,
Okay.
your teacher should be reprimanded for not giving you better instructions.
Only use one.
Well, that was me. I didn't pass it out, so I wasn't sure what you had there. Okay, so now go ahead and take off that glycolic mask. Oh, not glycolic, peel, sorry. And your sugar scrub too. Yep, so you're gonna take it all off now. And the next thing we're gonna do is our hydrogel eye patches, which I like to call eye petals. Talk about being suspended in a gel matrix. Don't worry, I have to throw it away anyway, so set it up there. Okay,
Are we doing
technical difficulties, we just dropped something, it's okay.
Are we
We're
doing
all good.
two for-
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is our hydrogel eye petals, which they're patches, but I call them petals. And what is hydrogel? Simply put, hydrogel is a water suspended in a gel matrix. Our hydrogel eye patches are saturated in a formula to deliver benefits to the skin in a fun and easy way. Acting as smile-shaped masks for under the eyes, they are designed to stay in place so they not only deliver the ingredients, they stay put to lock in the benefits. And the benefits of these are instantly reviving the skin around the eyes, and with these shimmery pink gels, or even sparkly. I love it. They give skin a refreshing burst of hydration, awakens the eyes, and they help with dullness and puffiness. And you know what? They are infused with glycerin, so it's a powerful humectant, which actually helps moisture bind to you when you use products that have glycerin in them. So they're known to help with water loss. Now, one of the things that I learned about this product was when we were going through COVID, and Lori Hogg is one of the makeup artists, and we would do Zooms with her. And we got on a Zoom, and she absolutely loves Mary Kay, everything Mary Kay. And when we got when her screen came on, she had the hydrogel eye patches under her eyes, above her eyes, on her marionette lines, on the lines on her neck. She's like, y'all, these are not just for the eyes. And she is has very, very, very dry skin. So she's like, they can be used other places. They're going to help in different areas of the face. So don't be afraid to try them somewhere else, but they do feel so nice. I have a male customer who calls them jellyfish eye thingies because he has puppy eyes and he loves them. He'll text me, I need some more of those jellyfish eye thingies. Because they do feel kind of slimy when you put them on, but when we get done, they're gonna be almost dry, because your skin's gonna absorb the moisture from them. So, and I have to put it so the point is out. If that is more comfortable, it pokes me in the eye because of my deep set eyes and the shape of my eye. You can turn it around and put it so that the point goes out instead of in. Okay, so whatever's comfortable for you.
It feels nice.
Yeah, they feel so nice. I absolutely love it.
That would be helpful. There's one way and one the other.
There you go. So Lana's saying she did one way and one the other. So she's got big, beautiful eyes. She's got plenty of room to work with. Some of us have smaller eyes. One of the things I forgot to mention about the Revealing Radiance facial peel, which I wanted to talk about, was that it has a product in there called marine sea extracts. We have botanicals in most of all of our products. We have products that are safe and beneficial to the skin. And I love that marine sea extract. It also is something that's in one of our other moisturizers that we're going to talk about later, which is an extra.
Thank you. Absolutely.
And the marine sea extracts help to soothe and calm the skin down. So it's a peel, but it has marine sea extracts in the peel. So it's gentle. It's something that you could, any of these exfoliating products you could use up to 3 to 4 times a week if you're needing them. And you're not going to have the downtime. So the Microderm Refine is aluminum oxide crystals, and it's the same product that you would get at a dermatologist's office or at the spa. So it's the exact same ingredients. The difference is the products that we are all trying on tonight and using are backed by a European standard versus USDA, because, or FDA, no, USDA, FDA? FDA. I don't even know.
Drug Administration.
Yes, that one.
FDA.
I forget because we use European standards, which are higher than the US FDA. So for instance, our powders are milled 5 times instead of what the US FDA requires is 3. We do it based on European standards, milling them 5 times to make them finer so they don't settle in fine lines and wrinkles. So all of our products are European standards. All right, so how does that feel so far?
Really good.
Tea feels good.
Yeah.
And everything that we did so far to help prepare the skin for this, now this deep hydration is going to be able to go a little bit deeper because we exfoliated and did the products in the order that we did them in for this once every couple of month treatment, okay?
So, question, I have puffy eyes.
Mhm.
So if this is hydrating, is that gonna make it more puffy?
It's going to hydrate the cells so that your fine lines and wrinkles don't appear more noticeable. They become less noticeable. And when your cells have that opportunity to have like a drink of water, then they plump up themselves, but it doesn't necessarily get a pillow under the eye. It helps with puffiness
Okay.
because it smooths it out.
And we
Does
have
that
a
make
product
sense?
for that.
Yeah.
I
And she
use
uses
it,
it.
and I
Yeah.
love it.
Love it.
Yeah, I love it.
Every
It
day.
really, I was floored
Mhm.
at what a difference it makes. So, yeah, I would, if anybody needs to know. I use it.
Lana
It's
uses
amazing.
it, yes.
Yeah,
So
works
one of
really
our guests here was talking about, her question was, with the hydrogel eye patches, if wouldn't they create more of a puffy eye because of all the moisture? And I was trying to explain to her that it's different because the pillow that you get under your eye is built up moisture, but it's more fluid retention and it's more inflammation. So because we've been doing all these botanical extracts and everything, we're soothing and calming the skin down. And this petal on the eye actually takes the cells and plumps them up. So it smooths the skin out. It doesn't add a layer of moisture beneath the skin's layer, which is what pillows on the eye usually are. And we have an instant puffiness reducer for that, which works because she has pillows under her eyes and she uses it and she swears by it. She's like, it really works. And we all say that too, because it does.
Yeah.
All right, so the next thing we're going to do is our lip balm. So right next to where your Shea lip mask was, excuse me, is your antioxidant rich shea butter lip balm. Go ahead and apply that all over your lips now. And then we're gonna do our oil now. For those of us, me, who have oily skin, let me show them. I guess I keep forgetting to do that. Sorry, ladies. I guess you're sitting at a table with them, so you are seeing them, all except for Sharon.
Should I just put it right in their hand?
Sure, yeah, just have them drop it right in their hand. So we're gonna put this all over your face, around, you're just gonna go around where your eye petals are. So you're gonna smooth it in up to that point. Okay. And this nourishing oil is something that I would have never in a million years thought I could use because I have oily skin. But I'm here to tell you, it absorbs right in. It doesn't sit on the surface. It's not like sebum, which sebum is what your skin actually expels from your pores and your sebum. Well, anyway, sebaceous glands. All right. So the nice thing about the nourishing oil is it's a blend of sweet almond oil, vitamin E, and a plant-derived squalene oil that balances oil production, providing just enough moisture to keep the skin clear and healthy. Squalene oil also has the powerful anti-aging properties and will help the skin age gracefully, as well as anti-inflammatory benefits to help with skin conditions such as acne and eczema. So for those who are interested in glass facials or the Korean skincare, oils are typically used to pre-cleanse rather than a micellar. And this oil is amazing for that because it is all 100% natural, by the way. No SLES, no SLS, no phthalates, no parabens. It's 100, you could eat it if you needed to. Like you literally could eat this and it's not gonna hurt you. Okay. And it smells good. The next thing we're going to do, Denise, I'm gonna pause that. Yep, yeah, you can put that in their tray. So the oil also leaves your skin feeling hydrated and nourished. And you can use it for cuticles, which is what I use it for regularly. You can use it for your hair. Because it's a natural oil, you can use it for many different things. Elbows, you can do it on elbows too. Oops, I'll pull the hair out. All right, the next product that is now being put into your tray is our Time Wise Moisture Renewing Gel Mask. And this is like a little superpower. Unbeknownst to most people, it's this simple little mask that has a hint of a pink color to it. May look like nothing, but it has a superpower, and I like to share about that one. Excuse me. Hopefully you didn't hear that. All right, so with the Moisture Renewing Gel Mask, this high-performing gel mask contains a number of important ingredients that work synergistically to deliver skin renewing benefits. And you're going to go ahead and apply that all over your face. Okay, you got it in your tray now. Apply it everywhere up to the gel patches that are on your eyes and on the forehead. This is a product that can be left on or it can be washed off. I always leave it on because my skin absorbs it. It is, yeah, but there's no added fragrance to it. It's formulated to attract and maintain moisture. This advanced formula contains sodium hyaluronate, closely related to hyaluronic acid. It has a powerful humectant. It acts like a sponge on your skin, helping to attract vital moisture so your skin can use it more effectively. It's formulated to help maintain your and help balance moisture levels. And this plant-derived glycerin in this formula act as a humectant, attracting moisture to the skin. It's also formulated to help firm and calm the skin and strengthen the skin's barrier. This formula contains chestnut seed extract. The seeds are said to have firming and calming benefits, believed to help strengthen the skin's barrier function. It also contains niaminoside, which is one of the two principal forms of vitamin B3 and is scientifically known to fortify the skin's barrier. And last but not least, it is an antioxidant superpower. The acai berry has been reported to neutralize free radicals at a potency rate of more than 80 times that of green tea.
Wow.
So this little, guy looks so harmless, and it is a superpower. I absolutely love how it feels on my skin. Again, you can put it on, go to bed, leave it on, wash your face in the morning. You can actually wash it off if you need to. Sometimes your skin's super dry and you want to put a thicker layer on. You can do that too, but I like to leave it on, and I'm oily, so pass that out. And then you can go ahead and remove your eye petals now. So go ahead and everybody peel your little eye petals. Notice how they're not as slimy as they were when you first got them. I know that's not the greatest word, but the the jellyfish thing. They have,
Reminds me of ginger when you eat sushi. You know how they shave the ginger?
yes, it looks like shaved ginger, the color.
Yeah.
So your eye area has absorbed the moisture and the glycerin and all the humectants out of that little pad. So if there's any left, just kind of pat it in all over. You can put it on your throat if you want. And then last but not least, my go-to favorites is our Tymoy's, thank you, Voluform Eye Renewal Cream. This silky cream is clinically shown to lift the look of the eye area and reduce the appearance of deep lines and wrinkles while smoothing crepiness. The unique Zamac applicator tip is designed to help stimulate microcirculation and provide a fresh, cooling effect as it gently massages the eye area to help reduce puffiness. And you're just going to use your ring finger because it's your weakest finger and apply it going from the outside corner towards the nose in, under the eyes, and pat it in. Now, if you want to put it on your eyelid, you can, but I usually don't do that until I'm sleeping because I don't want it to migrate into my eyes, and it isn't intended for that. So Denise is going to show you the tip, and that's the zinc, aluminum, magnesium, and copper tip called Zamac, and it's cold to the touch. It's the same thing they use on a boxer when he gets punched and his eye swells shut, and you see him take a spoon and they're trying to open his eye back up, and it's Zamac because it's cold, and it's mineral based because zinc, aluminum, magnesium, and copper are all minerals. How does that feel?
Awesome.
Awesome.
I
Good.
just realized which one that one is, Sarah. With the-
Yeah.
Yeah, this is amazing. And consultants, there is a sheet on InTouch under the document library on comparisons about comparing all of our eye creams. So if you haven't seen that, because a lot of times customers will ask what's the difference between the firming eye cream and the Time-Lapse eye cream? And this sheet shows all the benefits of every one of them. So depending on what
Do
they're
you
looking for.
Cycle those two, when you do your skin cycling every week, do you cycle the eye stuff to the eye creams?
I do wear the firming on my upper lid during the day.
And
Okay,
you do the soothing eye gel and the puffiness reducer every morning, right?
Every day.
so depending on your needs. So I have deep set eyes and I don't typically get too puffy unless, allergy season, or if I've had a cry, or, I'll get a little puffy. But for the most part, I don't really have a lot of pillow under my eyes. So this is all I use. So depending on what your needs are and your eye. Okay, this immediately doubles your skin's hydration and increases moisture in your skin for 12 hours. Okay, our skincare line moisturizers all do that. Hydrate for 12 hours. So when you use the night cream, it hydrates all night, and then in the morning when you get up, put on the day and it hydrates for 12 hours too. Same thing with the eye cream. There was something else I wanted to mention about it. Oh, it has light diffusing crystals in it to brighten up the eye area so that it brightens up darker areas that you may have. And pass that out.
When you put that on, at night when you're going to bed, do you put it on your eyelid or do you put it just up above?
Great question. Elizabeth was asking whether or not she should put it at night on her eyelid. I never recommend the eyelid. I always put it right above on the brow bone, because even at that, you know, it starts warming up when you're sleeping and it's gonna migrate down. And this is where, you know, I wanna make sure this is staying firm for me. So for me, it's all about the brow bone. And the skin grows in a certain direction around the eyes, so you always want to go in towards the nose. And if you think about taking your finger and just laying your eyebrow down, continue in a circle. Skin grows here this way and here this way. Okay, so circular motions on the eyes. Everything else down on the nose, and then everything else is up and down. Up is down, up, 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 up. Any other questions? No? All right, we have some other supplements that I am gonna bypass just because it's already 8 o'clock. Is everybody having a good time?
Yes.
Thank you.
How does your skin feel?
Awesome.
How does your skin feel?
Awesome.
Okay, let me see everybody. Yay, okay, your skin feel good? Okay, good. I like the waves or the nods. I will pass this around if you're interested in knowing about it. It's our whipped water, or what do you call it, purple pudding? And I do have that if anybody wants to look at it. There's also a sheet that we handed out that has an area where, one thing that I should have started with, but again, since we're doing this in a meeting and it does take a long time to get the whole thing done, I bypass some of my normal routine. And one of the things I usually say when I get started is there's 3 things your consultant is gonna want from you. So for the guests, those 3 things are: number 1, support her by buying products. 2, have a party so that she can meet more new friends. Number 3, potentially look at this as a business opportunity. And if it's not for you, after you've heard the facts, you can become a talent scout. So those are the 3 initiatives that we have with our customers when we get together, is trying to cover up those 3 bases. So you decide which bases that you're gonna cover of those 3 things. And on the bottom of that sheet, let's see. A would be on the very bottom. It says, yes, I would love to hear more about the business. I'm actually a little curious. And you can circle those, A, B, or C. And ladies, this is the sheet that I'm gonna be putting on the Facebook page. I just found this one today. There we go. I think it's good now. So I will be adding that for the consultants on our Facebook page. B would be, sure, I'd love to help you with your training. I'm not interested, but I don't mind helping. Okay, no pressure. Or no, I'm not really interested and I don't want to help. I'd rather pay full price for the rest of my life. Okay? Right? Said no one ever. Said no one ever. All right, the other thing is, did everybody have a good time tonight?
Yes.
Yes? Yay?
What?
You have a good time? Okay,
I don't know. Yes, I had a good time.
okay, good. And how does your skin feel?
So good.
Is it ready for bed? It's a great get me ready for bed. Jackie, you're glowing.
I know.
Like,
I can't
Well,
wait
how-
till she does the skin analyzer now again.
yes, so that's the other thing now, is we're gonna do the skin analyzer, but before we do that, we're gonna just do one other thing. If you had a good time and you liked your consultant, like if she was up here doing this, I know some of you don't know me, but don't say you don't like me, because you just met me and you'll hurt my feelings. So if you like your consultant and you had a good time tonight, the highest compliment you could possibly pay her would be to refer a few friends or family members to her, because this is how we run our business. And as you see, you know, you're not leaving with a bad condition. You're feeling great, right? So who else do you know that would like to feel this good too? Also, when you do that, when your consultant contacts this person, they're gonna get a $10 gift card from you for referring them. That it doesn't cost you anything, right? It doesn't cost Lana, it doesn't cost Christina anything. It's something as a consultant that we offer, okay? To help you give something nice to one of your friends or family. So I'm gonna give you just a really quick minute here to write down the name and phone number of some of the people you'd like to refer to your consultant, and the best way to reach them. And then make sure your consultant knows a little bit about them too. And I always like to take a snapshot, consultants, with my guests, and after we're done, and do a little selfie with them so that I can text that to the person that I'm reaching out to, so they know I'm not a scammer. I'm a real
That's
person.
a good idea. I like that with this.
Yeah. Don't send, you could send your results to them, but I don't know if anybody wants to send that picture to, you know, the one you got with your skin analyzer. The picture you saw in there with what's wrong with your face. at this point in my experience, I'm gonna say, no, I don't want that. Sharon, while everybody's doing that, I just thought I'd give you an opportunity to ask any questions.
No, I've enjoyed
Right.
watching your session. It's very informative and very helpful. One of the things I was looking in the book, when do you use that lifting biocellulose mask?
Oh, that's a really great question, and it is one of my other favorites in the Time Wise Repair collection. And
Uh-huh.
you could use that on a weekly basis. So if you were wanting to give your skin a boost, like let's say you had an event coming up in a month or two, you could do one of those every week. And then at the end of 4 weeks, you're gonna see an improvement. So you would do it after you cleanse your face, once your skin is clean. And I like to do it before I'm going to bed. So I like to put it on and just lay down and relax, and it's my quiet time, and leave it on my face. And then once you take it off, then you can continue your regular routine. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. So one other thing, you can mix and match the products, right? So because I like the Time Wise Voluform cleanser, but I like the antioxidant creams and nighttime cream and all that. So you can mix and match, correct?
That is correct. In fact, we are one of the few companies that I know of that actually cross tests every single thing in our line so that it's all compatible. The trick is doing everything in the correct order to get the right results. And that's something your consultant will help you with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
so
you.
You'll never get chemical warfare with our products as long as you're using them in the right order, because you can use everything. That's why we're able to do what we did tonight.
Okay.
Caroline.
Yeah, because I just used the facial pill yesterday, and I think I left it on too long because my face kind of feels like I had it on a little too long.
That moisture renewing gel mask would be helpful to help.
Oh, okay.
calm
Put
down.
that on now tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's not adding anything bad. I know our battery's about to die on this, so if we get, it's like at the end of its little like red line now, so if we get disconnected, consultants just reach out to me if you have more questions. Any
Okay.
other questions, Sharon?
No good. Thank you.
Okay. I will be posting the sheets that we used, and then also the placemat, all right? Okay, and I know you'll finish doing the list for your consultant, but I like to have you push your tray back too, and then want to let you know, many women after they've done this are like, okay, my skin feels great now, how do I get it? I want to take this stuff home. So if you're interested, your placemat has a breakdown of prices of each product that we used, along with some of the extras. And we usually do a special where you get to have this travel roll-up bag for free, which is a really, really, really cool thing. This one has a hook and it has a little swivel on it. These pockets come off. And then it rolls up, and when it's full, it's full, like that's the space where it all goes, is right in the middle here, okay? So this travel roll-up bag is yours for free when you purchase everything that you've tried tonight. And that is from here up. So where you see the travel roll-up bag on here. So this line of all these products here, the value of the products that we tried tonight is over $336. And today you get it for $269 plus the roll-up bag if you choose to take that all together. Okay, so you'll fill your roll-up bag with all your products so that you could do them every other month or so on yourself, or use them on a daily basis for like the cleanser and the lip balm and some of the other products. So on your placemat, go ahead and circle what you want, and if it's not going to happen tonight, I want you to circle everything that you love so that you can start a wish list. And that list of guests that you're putting down on that referral sheet could be your party, right? You could have a party or your consultant, and you can earn everything here. You get excited about that, Christina?
Maybe.
Maybe?
I don't know.
Okay. Did you like the way your skin felt?
I do.
Do you like the idea of getting something for half price or free?
I do, I usually use a salon.
Okay.
Showing boutique products, they're locally made.
With boutique prices.
Uh-huh, yep, 18 prices. And by the way, everything in all of our Mary Kay products, our research development facility, our manufacturing facility, distribution plants are all, everything's made in America. Right, so you're getting a product that is USA made and you're supporting a local business owner. So thank you for coming tonight. And I'm sorry I didn't do introductions earlier. I was just trying to hustle so that it was not midnight when you guys leave. And then I'm gonna let you get with your consultant on what that is, and consultants, if you have any questions, raise your hand and let me know. And I know I'm forgetting something else. I did earlier, yeah, I didn't mention that, everything's guaranteed 100%. So let's say you got the peel and you took it home and you decided, oh, I really don't like this, or I don't use this. This isn't something that I'm really gonna put into my routine. I made a buying mistake. Well, there are no buying mistakes with Mary Kay. You simply give it back to your consultant, get your money back, or trade it for something else that you would use or would want instead. And then the company replaces that product to her for free. So 100% money back guarantee. Say that one more time. You get, so to get the roll up is from here up. These are extras on the bottom, the oil free eye makeup remover and the micellar and the hydrogel or the intense, not a blank, that's the oil free hydrating gel. And then the satin hands, which we did not do yet, but if you would like to have the satin hands before we leave, I have it setting over here. So consultants just take your guest to the bathroom or the kitchen and we can do satin hands on them. Any other questions? Okay, remember to do another skin analyzer now that you have completed this and compare your results for yourself so that you can see what it's done for your skin.
Christina did, and that's amazing.
Christina did? Okay. Really? Okay. Sometimes it, depending on what you're doing, you're obviously using expensive boutique items in the spa already, which is good. They're not bad products, but they're way more expensive than ours. And some of them may or may not work together very well. You never know if they're not the same line. I don't know. I know ours are. So for you to see a difference in one, session after using great products says a lot about what we just did. Seeing is believing, as I always say. All right. Any questions from everybody here on Zoom? This is gonna go to sleep here in just a sec. I'm afraid we're gonna lose you. Do you want to say anything else, Denise, before the battery dies?
Good to see you on here, ladies, Melissa and Shelby and Rebecca and guests.
And I'll be posting all these. And this is the sheet that I'll be posting. All right. I'm gonna say goodnight and go ahead and shut it down before it dies on here. Okay? Have a great night. Bye. Great job.